Let's put this debate to an end right now. Which weapon do you think is better, Lan or Mimi? Let me know what you think down in the comments, and then navigate over to my channel's community tab and vote for your favorite defense weapon, Lan, Mimi, Saki, or Huma. Howdy, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to the video for Tower Fantasy. My name is Ventus, and what's good with you? Alright guys, in this Tower Fantasy build video, I'm going to show you my FaceC DPS build number 2. Now, if you haven't yet seen my FaceC DPS build number 1, definitely go and check that out. It's the video that I uploaded on my channel right before this one. The link to that video is going to be in the description, the pinned comment, and on the end screen of this video, so you're not going to have a chance to miss the link to this video. Or you can follow me on Twitter at VSGSocial. I usually post all of my video links there as well. Now, really quickly, before I get into the build and show you what I'm running on this one, do me a favor, if you are new here, sub to the channel and turn all notifications on so you don't miss an upload and you don't miss when I go live, because I go live on Tower Fantasy most nights and probably all weekend. Alright, so let's get right into this build. Alright, so listen, let me ask you guys a question as I'm starting this. Do you feel like the game is actually super dying? Because I was waiting to queue up to do this joint operation, just a regular joint operation. It is just 11:30 and nobody is online playing the game right now. Alright, so just let me know what you think about this. Is the game actually dying? What do they need to do to keep the game from dying? I think there are a couple different practices that they could do to stop the game from like all the way dying, but this is like, I don't know, kind of like ridiculous that there is nobody playing right now. Alright, so that is room number 1 complete. Oh, there's this one guy over here. Let me go ahead and kill him really quickly and destroy. Alright. Now let's go to the next room. I'm level 70, right? I hit level 70 this morning. And now I guess that might be the reason why no one is queuing up this joint operation specifically, because there aren't a lot of people that are level 70 on America 1. There's a small percentage of us. But I gotta tell you, I wanted to do Ming Jing, right? Because I think Ming Jing would probably be my second choice for a weapon, and I was doing Ming Jing. But it just, brother, using DPS like this, 2 DPS weapons and going with a 3rd DPS weapon, the heals, you need to be healed in this thing. And I don't know what it is, maybe I'm just ass or trash at the game, but I was getting absolutely destroyed by this new joint operation with having no heals. It was ridiculous how it was getting killed. So I gotta have a weapon that has a little bit of heals on it. So it would have been better if I could queue up with other people and I could, you know, have somebody else take the burden and I can actually out DPS somebody, which is ideally what I want to do anyway, is to show you me out DPSing somebody with this. Because as bad as, or as not free-to-play friendly as the weapon is, I still have the weapon only at A2. I'm talking about FaceC. The damage is still pretty good. Like, it would still be pretty good, and I still feel confident in my ability to like do better than the average person in DPS because of my gear and everything like that. But trying to go in solo DPSing, I just wasn't able to do it. Like, I died on the final boss like 3 times of this joint operation, so I was like, oh no, I can't do this like this. I am actually going to need to have a support character on the team to keep me alive. I'm gonna play the game solo, right? And I think if you do play the game solo, it might be okay to like play with a support weapon. That's why it's good to have a support weapon. I feel like with them making it as difficult as this, because I remember playing games like Genshin Impact, like specifically doing like different operations on Genshin Impact, and people, you know, not having a support character, and I'm just like, brother, we're gonna need somebody to heal, especially when, because I always kept support characters. I always believe in healing. These people don't believe in healing. They don't keep healing characters, and people are just, their automatic response is, it's like, oh, I don't build healing characters. And I'm like, you don't what? How do you not build healing characters? So I think it's incumbent upon everybody to at least build one support character. And you know what's crazy too is, when was the last time we had like a support character whose main focus was actually healing, right? Like, I don't think we have a new character in this new whatever, this new like domain like version or whatever the game. We don't have a character that specifically is set to healing. I mean, sure, we've got Fiona, which I'm using Fiona on my team right now as the healing character, but it's not like a Coco Ritter, you know what I mean? It's not like it's focused on healing. It does damage, it has the execute, it can heal. I do believe it does some other support things. Like, Fiona does way too much, and I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but when it comes to like a healing character, it's not specifically made for healing, I don't think. I mean, I might be faded, I might be like wrong in thinking this, and if I am, let me know down in the comments what you believe about Fiona's role and everything. But I just feel like Fiona's not specifically a healing character. I feel like if you use a Coco Ritter, you use a Nemesis, you're gonna get your healing that way. And I gotta tell you, this run, brother, is going so much better than the last one that I was doing with no healing. Like, I am actually surviving, and I think survivability, that is the name of the game. So let's go ahead and hit another one of these Phase C ults. And by the way, man, if you got Phase C, let me know what you think of the character so far. Let me know down in the comments, man. Do you think Phase C is a good weapon at whatever advancement that you have? Did you pay for her or pull for her? Not pay for her. Well, I guess you are paying. Or did you get her? Are you waiting for another character? I mean, I know resources are stretched pretty thin, and I feel like after a while, the only people that are going to be playing this game are going to be the people that are the whales, the people that just have the money to keep spending on it, you know what I mean? I think somebody else said it's pretty crazy to spend racks on the game or spend any amount of money on the game and you just stop playing it. And I feel like stuff like that stops people from like completely stopping the game, right? But at the same time, though, the same can be said for me in Genshin Impact. I stopped playing Genshin Impact, I really did. I feel bad for stopping playing Genshin Impact, but it just stopped. Like, it doesn't hold my interest anymore. It's just gotten boring, right? And I think what's going to happen is people are going to say the same thing about Tower Fantasy. I left a poll on my YouTube channel asking people if they lost interest in Tower Fantasy, and a lot of people were just saying, yeah, man, they lost interest. And it just seems like too easy for me to just sit back and think, okay, this is how you keep people interested in your game. You gotta give them stuff. Am I gonna die right here? Am I gonna die right here? I gotta pop a shield. Oh gosh, I am running my mouth. This thing is on 2 bars. Bro, it's been such a long time that I have had a difficult time beating this, right? Because I remember back when the game first came out on PC and I was playing this and I would have a difficult time beating this solo, and I'd have to actually have people with me. But this is ridiculous because this thing is actually gonna kill me. So I gotta use my dodge skills to, oh gosh, please stop hitting me. It knocks you back, it gives you knockback, so you can't like really, I'm staying on Fiona so I can get my heals up. I need to switch off so I can get a Fiona ult, and then I can probably get some heals that way, and maybe execute this thing. Do that. Okay, here we go. Put the Pine Comet out there. We need to break his shields really quick. Okay, so we got another ult from Fiona. Let's pop that Fiona ult. We got a nice chunk of heals back right there. I think he's getting ready to execute right now, actually. So let's go ahead and switch to Fiona and get the execute. Yeah, he's out of there. That was too much like the bygone Abyss. Alright, so if you're wondering what I have on this build, it is just this. So obviously, you know, I'm using Pine Comet, Phase C, and then Fiona as that support weapon to get my heals. So let's take a look at the matrices that I'm using. Over on Fiona, we've got a 2-piece Samir and a 2-piece Shiro. On my Phase C, we got 2-piece Shiro and 2-piece Phase C. The 2-piece Phase C weapon chip says, after using any flame, weapon, skill, or discharge, increase all attack by 14% for 30 seconds. The set effect works in the offhand slot. Only the set with the highest star rating will take effect. The 4-piece set of this chipset says, when equipped with at least one flame weapon, increase all elemental damage by 14% after creating Phase C's Fantasia. Additionally, increase final damage by 9% for 25 seconds. And then over on the Pine Comet, we're going to be using a 2-piece Huma and 2-piece Crow. The 2-piece Huma set says, hitting targets with dodge skills inflicts bleed, dealing damage equal to 15% of attack every second for 5 seconds. And then we've got the Crow 2-piece set says, increase crit damage to targets with less than 60% HP by 24%.